What's going on YouTube? 6'5" Rider here. I'm out here in Boca with my boy Ali. He's on my 2022 FTR 1200, and we were at this little food fair. All of a sudden it started raining, so I thought to myself, let me make a video for you guys on how the Metzler Cruisetecs ride in the rain, since this is going to be my first time riding them in the rain. So I got these tires about 2,500 miles ago, or a little bit less than that, maybe about 2,000 miles ago. They are the Metzler Cruisetec Touring tires, and I'll put the exact sizes and specifications right here on the screen for it. But one thing that I really heard about these tires is like how good they are in gripping and sticking on the road, even in rainy conditions such as this. Now you guys might notice it's not raining that hard, and usually at the start of the storm like this, when the rain first comes down, is usually when it's the most slippery on the road. With the stock Dunlops, I used to be like, literally when it rains I'm like all over the place, especially after I put in the cam on the bike with all that low end torque. Be like slipping and sliding, bro. But right now it seems like it's sticking pretty well. Yeah, not bad, dude, not bad at all. I swear to you, like on the older tires, like any turns or like going from a stop, it would be like burning out before it actually goes. So yeah, these Metzlers are pretty nice. I like them. I mean, I can tell you for sure that they were really good in dry conditions. Like even from a stop, when you hit the throttle really hard, they're really good. And this review isn't like technical or anything like that. It's just like how I feel when riding in the rain on the Metzler Cruisetecs. They've been a great tire so far, man. One thing that I really heard about them is that they have a short lifespan, but also they tend to cup a little bit. And most of the people on the Facebook forum basically said that in order for you to prevent that from happening, you have to overinflate it, which, you know, the factory specs on this bike calls 36 psi up front and 40 psi in the back. What I do instead, I do 40 psi up front and 42 psi in the back, and so far it's been really good. One other thing a lot of people have been saying was the fact that, you know, you get a wobble at high speed with these tires. Thankfully, I haven't noticed anything. This actually fixed some of the wobbling issues that I had previously, in addition to, you know, my issue with the front suspension. But also people were saying that, you know, overinflating them helps out with that. I just think that a lot of people that experience the wobble did not get the correct weight rating on the tire. I think it's supposed to be like H81 or something like that, where it's like a tire that supports a bagger rather than like a soft tail or something. And I think that's what happened, where some people just did not get the correct weight rating for the tires, and so that's why they experienced some of those high-speed wobbles. Which, like I said, I haven't experienced at all, thank God. Dude, it's crazy to me how, like, a windshield can cause a high-speed wobble. For example, I was watching another YouTuber, Traveling Tall. You guys probably know who he is, but he was doing some drag racing on his Street Glide. I think he's got a 124. And as soon as he hits like 95 to 100, the bike starts wobbling left and right. And he had like the short Clockworks windscreen. And as soon as he removed the windscreen, all the wobbling went away, which was crazy to me. But I guess it makes sense, like when you think about it from an aerodynamic standpoint. But yeah, dude, as long as you don't ride like a jackass, the Metzlers seem to be doing really well in the rain. Obviously, I'm in Florida, I can't take curves and stuff like that to show you guys, but I mean, there's a couple of curves coming up. Totally forgot my rain gear today. I usually have it in my bags, but not today. And usually one thing, if you're ever riding in the rain, you guys got to be careful with is the freaking painted lines, man. Yeah, the painted lines are slippery AF, dude. Like, there was a couple of times where it was raining and I'd be wearing my Adidas slides and I like walk on one of these painted lines or whatever while it's wet and I like fucking slip, almost fall and crack my head. So just imagine that. That's like me walking. Now imagine like being on a freaking 800-pound bike and having rubber tires go on these. The painted lines are like the kryptonite whenever it comes to riding in the rain. Man, look at that Indian. So sexy, the FTR. It actually looks really good on you. It suits you, bro.
I know.
I look like a giant on it. Yeah, my boy's, he used to ride when he used to live in either Colorado or Oregon or something. He had I think a Gixxer 750, and he used to ride all the time, and then he went down up there, and he continued riding, I think, but then when he moved down here to Florida, he sold his bike. And he's lived here for a couple of years, just bought a house and stuff, so he hadn't been able to buy a bike yet. So, I told him, yo, come out, ride my bike. And I'm trying to get him, to get a little more excited so he can end up buying another motorcycle here shortly. It's cool, when you have somebody, I don't usually let anybody ride my motorcycles, but when I have somebody that I know and I trust, know their capabilities, I'm cool with it, dude. That's for the Indian, for the Road Glide, nah, nobody rides this bike except for myself, At least it's not raining that bad. I thought it'd be way worse. My pants are all freaking soaking, probably my socks too. I'm doing like 70 right now, and we seem to be all right. Yeah, they're good. But also, like, the tire itself is just so freaking performance oriented. I remember when I took the bike up to Sturgis, and we were riding like the Iron Mountain Road and the Spearfish Canyon, all those roads with the crazy ass curves and really sharp turns and whatnot. The bike was doing just fine, dude, and it's just because like in the middle of the tire, I don't know if I can throw a picture of it here, but it's kind of like pointy, where only a little bit of the tire actually touches the ground, like probably this much. And whenever you take a turn, the bike kind of falls into the turn. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but like when you take a turn, the bike kind of like boop falls to a certain point. piece of advice that I always tell people when riding in the rain. Don't ride in the middle. Always pick a side of the lane and ride on that. One thing you can, one thing you can try and do is ride in the same pathway as other cars' tires, the cars in front of you, because usually it's a little bit less wet compared to the middle. But also, like, in the middle is a lot of times where, you know, cars leak oils and whatnot, and so it becomes a little bit more slippery than the sides of the lane. Yeah, just something to keep in mind, you know. All right, here we are. We made it. See what I'm talking about? It's like this section of the tire. It's like coming out more than everything, and then this is kind of curved. But anyway, it's a great tire so far. All right, hope this was insightful and helpful to you guys. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later.